Tonight, community members here in Greenville are rallying behind a man convicted for a crime he and attorneys say he did not commit more than 15 years ago. In a film screening held by the Southern Coalition for Social Justice, his story and case were highlighted. Charlene Richards was at that film screening and is live in the studio now with more. Charlene?
Dave, James Richardson has spent the last 16 years in prison, convicted in a double murder that occurred in downtown Greenville. But supporters say a lack of forensic evidence and his alibi clear his name from the scene. Now attorneys and community members are calling on Pitt County court officials to bring him home. This is James Richardson, a Greenville native and standout athlete who traveled across the globe for opportunities. But one day while visiting his family and friends back home in Pitt County, his life took an unexpected turn after he was accused and charged in a double murder that took place in downtown Greenville. Despite Richardson's alibi and his claims of innocence, along with what supporters say was a lack of forensic evidence tying him to the scene, attorneys say he was wrongfully accused, arrested, and convicted. On Tuesday, a documentary detailing his case brought many to tears.
I had a lot of feelings. I was sad at times. I was inspired, and a little bit of angry, and not angry in a way where it sounds like violent, but angry in a way that we still live in a country where the system is able to destroy lives.
The Southern Coalition for Social Justice and other advocacy groups say Richardson's case highlights what they say is a disturbing pattern of racial injustice in Pitt County.
24 years in Dante Sharp's case, 16 years in James Richardson's case. They need to be out there with their families, but also the system will be seen for what it is. Quite frankly, criminal activity on the part of the people who are supposed to be protecting and serve. They're supposed to protect and serve us, and they're not doing that.
Those at the screening say they plan to continue to come together to bring Richardson and others they say have been wrongfully convicted back home.
Well, unfortunately, black and brown people are falsely incarcerated time and time and again, and only until we as a community come out and really support and demand that these justice be served, these things will continue to happen.
And on Tuesday, August 26th at 9 a.m., a hearing will be held in Pitt County Superior Court to decide whether or not to grant Richardson an evidentiary hearing on his claims for a new trial. The Southern Coalition for Social Justice is calling on the community to come out to that hearing. Dave.
All right, thanks, Charlene. And the Southern Coalition for Social Justice says Richardson was convicted by the same judge and DA involved in the convictions of Darren Carmen and Dante Sharp, who have both had their convictions overturned and been exonerated and pardoned. Police have made a third arrest in the shooting of a 12-year-old boy last week.